Apparently I'm live. Okay, let's go over so I can watch it. I just have a couple more of these to cut up, and then a couple of shares, and we'll get right into the Rollatini. Just waiting for the stream to come up. These are the ones I did on cardstock. So after my next sale, I'll be buying some cardstock. I have the 110 that I use for the color of the month packs and stuff. The kind that Els gave me, I think it's Recollections, and it's also 110 pound cardstock, but for some reason it's thicker. Hey Amber, hi Roseanne, how you doing? Welcome. Let's get us on a live chat. Hope you're having a great Wednesday evening. I think one more after this one. Yeah, one more. We're almost there. Give me just a second. I did oodles and oodles of these last night, and oh my gosh, my fingers are sore from holding it down. One more, and then we'll be done with this portion of the evening. Yeah, they make nice cardstock. I like it for this purposes. I thought it would be nice to phooey. I ruined that one. I missed it by one line. So we'll just cut that extra little bit off and continue on our merry way. But these are going to be for the shop. I'm going to do inchies and 2-inchy bases out of some, just to see if there's any interest. I'll tell you, a lot of the patterns that we did, they look really nice all cut up. But I thought I was done with all of them, and I found one more while I was cleaning up today. So how's you guys' day today? I hope it's pretty good. If it's not, I hope it gets better. I'm going to, it's easier from the top for that last one. Okay. So let me get rid of all the little trashy pieces got off to the side. Me too, but you never know. You never know how things are going to hit, you know? Some things are a great success and some are just a flop. And sometimes it's just not the right time for whatever it is, you know? But I cut up this many, so I got a few. I have a few colors I need to add. We realized there was kind of a lack of a few colors. So, but I have a cute packaging idea, so I think it'll be fun. And I made like a whole baggie of them. They are fun. So, show and tell time. What was I going to show you? I've already forgot. Give me a hot second. It seemed important at the time. Okay. I forgot to show you this the other night. This is the paint that came that I was talking about. Oof. Well, sometimes it's nice to just have something to start with, you know. Mary does a lot of her own stuff. Oh, I didn't notice this. It came with a little paint palette. Isn't that cute? So, this is from Shuttle Art. 20 colors. Metallic finish, quick drying, fade resistant, non-toxic. 22-ounce tubes. So, and it came with all these colors. So we got a yellow, green, and it says they're all metallic on them. I haven't tried them out. We'll try them on Sunday when we jelly print. This one says teal, but it looks like a blue to me. We'll know better when we try them out. There's a silver, a nice purple. I don't know how you get metallic out of orange, but I guess we'll find out when we try them. So it's got aqua green, green, plum purple, burgundy, flash black, white pearl. Oh, this one's rich espresso. Reddish brown. Oh, we got a straight up gold and a champagne gold. Then over here is blue, bluish purple, ocean blue, pink, and red. So we'll try these out. And it came with a little set of brushes and this palette. So this was a gift from Michelle, who was in on Sunday's live. It's a lot. Hey, Amber, how you doing? You're wearing the sunglasses. So, yay for... That gets me started on my metallic experiment, right? And you could also chunk it at somebody you don't like because it's heavy. There was something else I wanted to show you. And it has slipped into my mind. That's not hard to do, though. You know, slip my mind. Oh. So I still need to make the video, but I finished my whole year of Scraps of Joy on April 22nd. And then I took from April 22nd to today off. So this is my new Scraps of Joy journal. This is one of the ones I made for Elsa's 12 of 22 last year. So I found this last night when I was working on something in my personal journal. So I'm going to cut it down and I'm going to put Find Your Joy on here because Scraps of Joy is all about finding, you know, a little bit of joy in an everyday practice. And then this is the journal I made for that. It was a single signature journal last year, a different one every month. I don't remember what month this was. But it's butterflies and flowers, and it was like a garden theme. So I'm going to use this as my first, because we're starting a new year of Scraps of Joy. So I'll put that on, you know, I'll cut it all down nice and maybe back it on something else. Something, because you got some, the background is purple. The napkin was obviously clear. And I think the butterflies were pink, blue, and yellow. But they took on more of a purplish tone because the undercolor in there is purple. And that's my paper on the inside covers. And then we used a lot of washi tape and different kinds of papers in here. So it's just fun. And it'll be a nice Scraps of Joy journal. So I wanted to share that. I'll slide that back in there. Put that over there. But there was one other thing I really wanted to show you, and it slipped my mind completely. Well, I was cutting that thing up. I was like, oh, I need to show them the thing. And now I can't remember what it was. So I guess we'll roll a teeny. If I remember what it was, we will get it. Thank you. Hey, Christine, how you doing? They do. I don't have very much of their stuff, but, you know, I've scoped them out on the Amazon. I have a substantial wish list, you know. I love dream shopping. So, here's our Rollatini. Ooh, look at us with the Rollatini. Oh. So these are all the things I had. Let me go ahead and get out the roll. It's getting hefty, hefty, hefty. I'll put the bucket down there. So these are new things I put in. I found this laying around. I think it actually fell out of there. Some jelly prints that are damaged. Like this one's got a tear in it. This one just didn't come out that well. And then some stuff from the magazines. I was pulling stuff out for... I'm starting to pull stuff for the next serial killer journal, even though we're not done yet. I have a definite idea what I want to do with it. So I thought we could start, putting in more words. Because why not? I just want to add Mary Tyler Moore for some reason. Look at the little roasted carrots. I love this right here. So I thought we'd include that. Oops, and that's not. So that's the new stuff that I added today. And I have a few more things floating around, and these that I found laying about. Cool. That's good to know. Because I don't know really that much about watercolors. But I bought, let me see if I can find it. I bought this thing that I want to try out. Hold the phone for a moment. It was a book. Let's see if I know what I did with it. I always lose everything. I'll lose all the things. I found some things today. That was nice. Let's see, did I put it in here? It's probably in here somewhere. Labels, tea. It's a lot of collage stuff. Napkins. Maps. I will find it. It's a little book on how to do some not quite mandalas, but it included kind of like celestial and astrological things. And it was like a watercolor thing. It was really cool. So I got a book and a couple of watercolor pads. I showed it a while ago. Whoa, what's that? Oh, look, it's a little tiny galaxy we can add in today. So I'm looking forward to Rollatini. I thought about doing something else, and I was like, nope, I like the Rollatini. I'm all about that Rollatini. Okay, so let's roll that a little bit tighter. Hey, Janice! Ooh, that's nice to know. I'm getting all kinds of good advice. So, this is where we left off last time. Let me roll this over a little bit. Whoa, there it goes. So we had some balloons and a lighthouse and a cow and stuff. And we're just going to keep right on going. So, what do we want to do? So we just put a happiness right there. But you know what? I really, really love this, guys. I'm absolutely adoring this. And so I'm going to tear some sides off. And I'll probably tear off down here where it says get spicy. But I want to use as much of this as we can. The only thing I do want to do is I want to cut off this top edge here and make a new edge. Because I don't like to include the words from the magazines if I can avoid it. So let's take that little bit off there and just make a new top. I just love the colors of it. It's so fun. And then I'm gonna just kind of try to, I don't want to lose significant portions of it. So I just want to tear a little bit off. And right here where these words are, I want to go ahead and take those out. And we might save this little bit over here to use somewhere as fill because it's got some color to it. And then we'll get rid of this over here. Oops. We didn't quite make it all the way down. Okay. That first one after it's been sitting around for a while is always hard. So we're just going to line that right up at the top here. And we're going to motivate on our little happy way. Doing the thing. Ooh, where's the glue? Janice needs a coffee refill. Can't blame a girl for getting her coffee on. Uh-oh. Amy's lost her bottle of glue again. I swear, you can't leave me alone for 5 seconds. Okay, let me think about this for a minute. Where did you last have your glue? I think I could get it together. No, it's not down there. Okay, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Where did I last see it at? Did I drop it on the floor? That could be a thing. Nope. But I see this, so we'll just start with this while I think about where's the last place I saw my glue. All pants, all sassy, all the time. I have had no sleep, but I also didn't take any B12, so I'll run out of steam eventually. Okay. So we're just going to put this right on here because I like the whole thing. I do. Now I got to remember where I put my glue because I've been moving stuff around for a couple of days. You know, I think I might know where it is. I'll get up and look in a minute. Maybe when we run into this glue. Maybe. How you doing, Miss Carla? Did you go in and fill out some paperwork? I'm dreading checking my email. I haven't checked my email in over a week. I think it's going to be a lot of junk mail that I got to delete. Carla was in Elsa's live this morning when I had super sassy pants on because I was tired. I had a short little nap earlier. Mostly just had to lie down listening to her talk. It's nice sometimes just to do nothing for a hot minute. Okay. And then we had a glue stick too. Trying to finish up the Scotch glue stick over here, which I like these. They're a little pricier than the Elmer's. But I do like them a lot. We're going to have to trim that a little bit at the top, but that's okay. These things happen. Okay, so now we need something at the bottom. Oh, and look at you guys. We're all crooked and stuff. I whacked this thing several times the other day. Let's see. Okay, now we're crooked. Hold please. Okay, now you can't see the bottom. Hold up. The camera's really funky. Funky. Okay, this way a little bit. You were squirreling? Yeah. Oh no. You fell asleep at 11:30 waiting for Elsa's live. That's okay. $87? Yeah, I bet. Because you guys have moisture and stuff. Okay, so I still think it needs to come back this way just a smidge. I'm trying to get it so you can see most of it, you know? Okay, so now we need something for down here. So let me grab my bucket and get some stuffs. Okay. We're going to grab a bunch of the stuff we had out the other. That shouldn't be in there. that silliness. I'll get out a couple of these stickers just in case. There's a nice piece, but that's for the top. There's some stickers to fill some small spaces. Okay. And so I'm just grabbing some fun small pieces for us to use. And we'll see where it goes from there. Okay. Wait, I think I see something else on that's colorful. Do I need that? I might need that. Okay. All right. Ugh, you gross. Yeah, we have no room to talk here. It is low humidity. And it just hasn't. Sandy was sitting outside today and she was like, oh, it's so hot. And I'm like, oh, it hasn't even begun to get hot yet. We're still, between 85 and 95. We went out and we went to the grocery store and got the rest of the stuff for dinner tonight. Els made those pork chops she was going to make the other night. And just didn't feel like it. So she did make those with mashed potatoes. Welcome back, Janice, with the coffee refill. Woo! And a little salad, just some vegetables, no lettuce. So some tomatoes, cucumbers. She put celery in there, which is not my jam, but I ate it anyway because it's good for it's fiber and it should be hydrated. Cucumbers, tomatoes, bell pepper, and we maybe could have put a little bit of onion in it and I would have been happy, but it was good. No complaints here. She fried the pork chops and she did them perfect. Sometimes you get them and they're somehow squishy on the outside and overdone on the inside. Not today, Satan. I take a hair, skin, nail. Your B12 makes you, they don't like me. They never have, even before I started taking B12, so. But I eat a lot of garlic, so that could be part of it. I love me some garlic. Apparently they love Mike, but he eats all the sweets in the whole wide world. We don't really get mosquitoes here unless you go up in the mountains, Okay, so let's see. What do we want? We need something for down here. What do we feel like? I just want to have some fun with it. Everyone was entitled and bitchy. People are driving so badly right now. They are like not watching where they're going. Because I normally don't pay attention in the car. I got to be honest with you. But when I notice it, then you're driving bad, I think we might go ahead and put that at the top and fill some space there because I kind of like that. And then I think we're going to want some landscape. Oh, I covered up the H. Now it's just happiness. We sound a little French. We have the happiness. B12. Yes, I take B12. I don't always take the Mega. I did take a handful of supplements this morning, but they're my everyday supplements. I take 2 B12s, the 500 milligram ones, a couple of D3s, 2 allergy pills because I'm fat, an iron supplement, and a couple other things that I would have to get out the bottles. Wacko Wednesday, there you go. Oh, I'll have to tell him. I love Denny's, I gotta tell you. I had a lady run on the red light after I was through, and she honked at you. Wow. Hell's bells, I have to deal with a Karen at work all the freaking time. Writer sales, oh, they're entitled. A lot of them are entitled. She calls in it, oh, pester, pester, pester. Because things aren't the way I want them to be. And I'm the only one that matters, right? That's always the way a Karen thinks. Everybody will cater to me, regardless of how stupid I sound. You have to wonder what it takes to make a Karen, you know? How do you get that entitled? To the point that they get escorted out of stores and the police tell them to shut up, you know? I'm surprised she still works there if she's doing that. But, you know, when you work someplace small, sometimes PETAs stick around, you know? For whatever reason. They like to be a big fish in a little pond, you know, or at least think they're the big fish in the little pond. Yes, they do. Okay, let's see. What do we want next? Something for the bottom. Let's see. That's another top piece, though not for right now. Hey, when I walk home and I have to walk on the side of the road. Right? Like, if I've had people be so rude to me walking and riding a bicycle, like it never occurs to them that not everybody owns a car, you know? A man came around the corner of the building and he was wearing a long t-shirt, nothing below. Bottomless Wednesday. Think he was on drugs. Or better yet, work somewhere else. It was nice you didn't miss her. Well, you know, they're moving Casual Friday up to Wednesday, and they're real casual about it. That's what I think. Casual Friday maybe have gone a little too far. That's all I'm saying. Okay, what do we need? I think I like these girls jumping over here. I can see that it's a jumpy rope. So first of all, let's tear the edge here. And I think we need to make a new, let's make a new edge at the bottom here. Nothing to see here, folks. Move along, move along. That's like the time we saw that guy just walking down the road and all of a sudden he was pantsless and he had no underpants on and a suit jacket that was open and didn't cover his rear end. We saw everything. The full Monty. And I think I'm going to go ahead and tear this much off at the top. Because we're going to do it like that, which gives us a space to fill here, which I think is nice. And a little space to fill here. So let's also take off this other edge over here. And I think this is in the DC area. This is from a National Geographic. Hey, Monte! No, I don't think you've told us about the naked guy that came into your work. You know, everybody thinks it's sexy when a girl does that, but it's just not cute when a guy does it. Eating dinner. Hey, Leslie, how you doing? Welcome, lovely lady. They came back around and drove around again. Well, we probably don't want to know the full story on that one. It takes all kinds, you know. It does, it does. Yeah, Amber's story's going to be good. Give her time to type it out, ladies. That's awesome. I wasn't there, but this guy pulled off to the side of the ramp and started walking through town from the interstate naked. He stopped into your work. You gotta wonder what motivates people sometimes, you know? I think, yeah, that'll do. We'll just get a little something to fill in here. I have to tell you, jump roping, not a talent that I have. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's peel this edge off. And then, okay. And then, how much do we need? Like right up there. I think just like that. Just like that. All right, let's get rid of this. I think it was too hot for them to stop and get outside in the air-conditioned car. Trucks, mostly. And I wanted a gas pump turned on. Oh, that's nice. Did he know the way to San Jose? I'm thinking not. I'd be like, first of all, put on some damn clothes. And no, you may not light yourself on fire here. Please try our nearest competitor. Did they call the cops on him? Because he was suicidal? You gotta wonder. Like, that's a cry for help. That's not somebody who actually wants to commit suicide. Because you generally don't tell people about it when you really want to get it done. You just go out and do it. All right. We're moving right along. Well, they had to put him probably on the hot ground naked. His girlfriend broke up with him and he freaked out. Who's I work with? He said no cops were called. That's sad, Janice. That's not doing their job. That's not getting things done, you know? Your job is to serve and protect, not sit on your ass and get lunch. Get with the program already. I don't like that. What else do we have? What kind of fun stuff can we put in the book today? Well, that would take up some of it. So let's go ahead and do that. We got to get rid of that top edge, though. We'll go like that. We'll put it just like that, and then we'll fill with something else. Alice watches this show about something about jail. And it's people who are in various jails. I think it's a TV show, but she watches the YouTube channel. Shoot, I ripped it. Okay. I think it'll be all right. I think it'll still go down smoothly. And I feel like all these guys come in drunk and they think they're being funny and they're just being the biggest asshats ever. And I don't know why, but like, I want to say probably about 90% of the time, they're like super racist. Whether the guy that comes in is black or white, he, because there's always seems to be a mix of officers or there's a woman, and they just are terrible. Like, you're already in trouble. You're running around using the N-word and things you never hear anymore. Like, some of the words I'm talking about that I don't want to say. We don't have bear claws. That's kind of mental break or something in that. The girlfriend didn't really exist. Well, there's probably easier ways to get that done. They always said thanks. You pay them too much. Well, they should certainly do their jobs. Or they should just go away, You're not doing anybody any good. People get hurt like that. Okay, we need to get away from food. We got a lot of food going on. Let's try something landscapey, maybe. I'd like to use that coming up. Oh, I know. Let's use some of this. Let's use a little bit of this. So I think I got to take the bottom edge off that. And then we'll take that edge off. I think that'll work. And we'll go ahead and tear it right there. We'll save the scraps for something else. You never know. You guys always have good stories to tell. We had to work with the cops a lot when I worked at Motel 6. And I didn't even work at like a bad one. There were better ones. There are worser ones. Worse ones, not worser. So our location was pretty good. But, when the summer comes and they lower the rates, you always get locals in, and that always comes with its own unique problems. I was working one time. And it was early morning, like before we even put out the coffee. But they were Canadian guys in. It was around spring break time when all the spring training, not spring break. When all the Canadians come down to watch the spring training games and stuff. And we were really close to the stadium where that happened, or at least one of them. And this woman came in, and she was clearly tweaking on something, but also was apparently doing the pee-pee dance, because after a while she asked me, could I use your bathroom? And I'm like, I'm sorry, we don't have a public restroom. The only I did not mean to do that. Okay. The only restroom we have is for employees. I do want to put that down there. So we're going to take, I think we have another jelly print in here. Let me see if I can find it. We'll do this one right here. This one that's already torn. So along the bottom here. We don't need actually that much. Tear the edges off. Okay, so we're going to put this down here, and then we'll put that other thing. Okay. Just like that. And she's like, well, I really got to go. Can't you please just let me back there? Well, it's the place where the back office is, and I was in the middle of counting down the till for the day, and there was money out in the back and stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I really can't let you back here. You know, it's our office, and there aren't any cameras back there. And she burst out and she went, "It's because I'm a whore, isn't it?" And I went, no, actually, I don't care what you do for a living. Company policy says I can't let anybody in the back. I said, I'm really sorry about that. But you're going to have to go to the restroom somewhere else. Because there was a pancake place next to us, but they weren't open yet. I think they were like a half an hour away from being open. But I could actually use my job for letting people back there, so. And that's my horror story. State troopers, and then I don't think I've ever known any state troopers in any state, honestly. Like personally known them. I would like to think they're competent, but you're leading me to believe that's not true. Okay, so we want to do the sides. And I love this face in the rock, so let's make this happen. Like right there, just like that. So I want to put something at the top here because I want it to go under the head, not over it. Let speeders do they get a respond to calls of patrol town. In the area where I work, they stop and check the open businesses at night. That's funny. Polar bears, panda bears, black bears. It's a maroon. Oh dear. Okay, so let's find something for right up here that we like. Because we have many choices. All kinds of fun stuff. Do, 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 do. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's save that for somewhere else. Nope, that's the bottom piece. Whoa, and it's rolling away. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, I see. I didn't put this down so that it'll stay up there. Stay. Sit, Ubu, sit. Okay. A lot of food. What do I want to do? Okay, I gotta look in the bucket. I'm gonna look in the bucket for something that I like. But they're upside down. Can't be having them upside down. Okay. I think we need something kind of landscapey. That's an awfully big piece. That's a little big. Got a lot of food going on right now. That's a building. Let's see how this looks. Okay, well, that will take care of one area. Okay. I think we can go from there. I think we can work with that. So let's put the top piece down first. And then we'll come back to the face. Gray with black trim. Well, that's very sedate. And the local cops, they at least were struck with Lars. That just sounds, what a waste of taxpayers' money. I can't imagine how frustrating that is. When you just want people to do the job they're making money for, right? Well, so I'm going to let that hang over the top a little bit because I had it upside down. So I'll just trim off that top edge later tonight. And my fingers are sticking to stuff. I'm sticky. I'm sticky. All right, now we're going to put this big piece down. I rarely ever run into cops, but, you know, I don't leave the house that often. And when I do them with L's, and my primary goal is to make sure we don't have to get stopped by the cops anywhere and have to fill out paperwork. So you may hear me being sassy pants in the lives and stuff. My job when we're out is to be the one that doesn't want to get in trouble. We can amok all we want, but within the law. I don't think Mike's aware of how much we drive around singing, we're going to do some shady shit. I hope we get away with it. Doo-dah, doo-dah. We don't really want to go to jail, though. You know, you can't scavenger from jail. The city government keeps sending notices that enforcement of the city car stickers and, hold on, I got to flip this over real quick before it starts to harden and stuff. Let's make sure we got it far enough down that it's all of that's covered. There, I like it. I like it. I like it. Now we need something for, let's find something. Okay. I think we're going to do some sky right there. And I think we're finally going to use some of that. And then we'll see what else. Let's see. Say car stickers in commercial parking vehicles, which is against ordinance. It's going to happen. Never happens. I watched a video of Minnesota troopers with cashing a stolen car. There's two teens and he chased them off the highway. Oh my God. Chasing. That's just ridiculous. They kicked out the windshield. They're lucky they didn't get hurt. Yeah, and there's no reason for it. Like, especially if it's local and it's a relatively small place. Like, you know where they live. There's no reason to put people's lives in danger. And not just that, you know, it's the person in the car. You know, what if a pedestrian doesn't know all that shenanigans is going out and is in the middle of the road and gets run over? It's just ridiculous. Also, they can get a few thrills chasing somebody down the street. I do not approve. Not that I have any control over anything, but I don't approve. Okay. There we go. I think I want I really like this corner picture, you know? Just feels like fun. So we have to put something fun up here for them to be going, ah, about, you know? It's not worth putting lives in danger. I heard someone being chased on the scanner the other day, and it was a motorcycle or something. You can carry 2 ounces, but can have 2 pounds in your house. Are you allowed to grow your own? Like, some places let you grow your own too if you can have so many plants for your personal use. I think it's a low number. I don't know if they have that here. I don't know. It's never interested me. I like the idea of pain relief, but I have asthma and I can't smoke, and there's no real instructions with the edibles on how much you should eat. That's all experimentational, you know. For 12 to 20, they're probably like a trial run to see. Kansas medical isn't even legal. We'll be late last state to have it. Well, that's interesting to know. I didn't know it wasn't legal there. I know it's legal in quite a few places. So let's see, what do we want to do next? What do we want to do? Let's save that for a top piece. We have a Lise. Oh, that could be fun. A lizard. Like we could kind of point him like that. Okay, let's figure out a way to get him on there. Oops. Okay. So we'll need to put some stuff around there, some just colored bits maybe. So we need something kind of in here. Okay. Maybe we should include this. Let me see if I can lift some of that up. Because then we can like shove it under there like that. And that will probably be better overall. Yeah. All right. It didn't reach my pane, but I ate good and slept really well. Well, that's helpful at least. You pull it over and they see you have the card. They will try to get you for DUI even if you haven't smoked that day. Wow. See, that's kind of countermands the idea of it being legal. If cops just look for ways to arrest you anyway. You know, that doesn't really help anything. And I know there's still certain segments of the American population that wants to act like pot is a gateway drug for every other horrible thing you might do in your life. But it just isn't. Do I personally want to use it? No. Do I think some people, like long-term use really can affect, you know, one of the biggest effects I've found is that it does create a sense of apathy in the user. No matter what kind of strain or grade it is over time, they've shown it does affect your brain function, and that it, in a lot of users, it can create a feeling of apathy about things in general. So from that perspective, I don't think that's good. But I know it helps a lot of people manage pain, and so I just wouldn't want to be going and telling other people, you know. Okay, so we're going to glue down this end of it, and then we'll get the other end in a minute. Hey Tina, how you doing? How is your evening? Okay, let's grab a little. We got a little extra glue going on. So right now, just the front half is glued on because we need to add some stuff back here. And just a little bit back in here. Just to fill that area right. Yeah, right in there like that. Okay. And she gave me pain medication that I wasn't aware what it was by then. Yeah. Dilaudid is good for you. That stuff's strong. I think Else has a prescription of that maybe for her migraine pain, something like that. And she doesn't take it very often, and I don't know that she really ever takes a full one. But she doesn't take it real often. She just keeps it in reserve for if it gets really bad, you know. I'm on the couch, bumping Peaky in the nose. Oh, good for you. Getting some relaxing time in. Nice. Very good, very good. So let's go ahead and get this right in here. We need to get that glued down. So we need another little piece over here. But I think I have just a little piece that'll do. So let me glue that up. Okay, the rest of that covers, and then we just need to put something over here. So let's figure that out. Doctor said, whoa, Jesus, 2 a day. Oh, I'm doing collage roll. So it's this big roll. Big roll of, the first one I made didn't have the painter's masking paper on the back. It was just pieces glued together. This time around, I'm using a backer just to see how we like it. So I'm just gluing leftover magazine images from magazine harvesting. And, things that we just thought would be fun for the Rollatini. Whatever we thought would be just a fun thing to add in. So I'm looking for something to kind of put over here before I glue the last of that down. Let's see, what do we want to do? Let's roll this out a little bit more. Get a little more room to work. Okay. Okay, let's get rid of this edge. So it's bits of leftover books and right about there is good. Okay. And magazines and junk mail and all kinds of other stuff. The original idea came from Bonnie over at Bonnie and Clyde. She did one out of all junk mail and, used school homeworks and stuff from her kids. And hers was purely 100% junk. And you could say a lot of this is junk too. It's the pages that you might otherwise throw out of a book, or pages that I was not going to use for a glue book or a thankful journal or whatever, that would have gone into the recycle. So in a way, mine is junk too, but it's not true junk that you got out of your, and for some people that's a important distinction. They don't want normal things being confused with junk things. So, but I enjoy making it. This is our second one. The last one was, oh, that's upside down. I wanted to go this way. The last one was, 67 feet long. And I think I got 42 pages that I can use in glue books and junk journals out of it once I cut it down and straightened up the edges and stuff. Now this one won't require quite as much work because it's got the backer page on it. So the first one fluctuated a lot in size simply because we spent a lot of time, it went big and then it went small and it was all of it. So we had to spend a lot of time getting it all standard sized and whatnot. But it was fun. There's a video somewhere in the video section. It's the most recent video of us unrolling it in a park. We lost some of the footage, but we still, 67 feet. It was pretty fun. I didn't think it was going to be that long, but it was pretty thick. This one's getting kind of thick, but this goes until the end of July, and then we're starting a new one because I have so much enjoyed doing this, You had 2 grands all day and it wore you out. Right? Or maybe he's just not a fan of classical music, He wants that old time rock and roll. Okay. Oh, this piece just does not want to go down. You are going to get stuff down whether you want to or not. Okay. Now, let's find some other stuff. Woo! I don't know why my door is closed. All right, let's see what we got. Well, there's a little mini picture from a vacation type Dealy Bob. Let's go ahead and stick that right there. Yeah, Carla's right. That is the best kind of tired. You got to enjoy them. They got to enjoy you. It's the best of both worlds. But I'm fairly convinced that the reason they have all that energy is because they're sucking it out of everybody else. I think that's how childhood works. There we go. So that's our next section, and let's let me get a little drinky poo, some water. Okay. What's up next for our Rollatini? We've got a lot of big images to put in here, I do have to say. We got a lot of landscapes and need to roll that out some. I think that's good right there. So how far down do we want that to go? I think we're going to tear it right in here somewhere, but we got to, the bottom is fine, but the top and the sides got to go. Oops. This is a desert landscape at night. So we're going to squeeze that right in there. Okay, and then I think we want to get some words in here next too. So we have a couple of really big words that I would like to use. So yeah, we had fried pork chops, mashed potatoes and gravy, and a little salad for dinner tonight. I love potatoes, I gotta tell you. No such thing as too many potatoes. I had a baked potato yesterday for dinner. That's what I finally decided on. With cheese and sour cream and butter. Oops. I meant to make sure that we join that up a little better. So we don't want there to be. Come on. Do what I need you to do. Okay, I think that's good. Got a little crooked over here, but that's okay. You know what? I am fat, but I got to tell you, I think we tend as Americans to lean towards extremes. You can't have this, you can't have that. So right now it's carbs and dairy and gluten, you know, that kind of stuff is all evil. And I'm not going to not enjoy baked potato. But, you know, if that's what's best for you and how your body works best, I applaud those choices. Okay, what do we want? Let's look for something fun. I feel like we need something with a little bit of whimsy in it. Let's see what we can come up with. Just going through some images over here. Got a little bit of images. We just put some landscape down, so maybe now we're ready for a little food whimsy. Let's see what we can come up with. Oh, my arm's a little tired. Why is it when you decide what it is you want, you don't see it for like 15 pages? Why? I ask you why. Okay. I know there's food in here. I will find you food. It's gonna happen. Okay, maybe coming up on fire guitar. That could be a thing. Well, that's sort of fun. A great big old get some towels. Some tortillas. Okay, I found some food, so let's see. Finally, at long last, food. I cannot see the chat from this angle. I'm sorry. Give me a minute and I'll catch up with you guys. Oh, we have bugs. Okay. Oh, that's pretty. Wow, you guys, there is so much more stuff in here than I thought there was. We are never going to run out of collage fodder. There's a cute baby. Okay, let's choose from one of these three up here. I'm just digging away in there. Your whole desk is lost right now. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Your dad is on the no carb kick. Not me, no way. My statin to reduce my bad cholesterol. I told him that means I could just eat 2 donuts. It doesn't even last 2 minutes for me, Michelle. Need to find it under the pile. Ooh, that's no good. So bad they couldn't be calculated. All right, let's see how we feel about what we got going on up here. I think I want to go with the hand and the tortillas. So I'm gonna take this down a little bit. So 5 years later and 6 pills a day. Whoa, that's a lot. You gotta do what you gotta do for your health, right? So the paint came in on Monday, and I showed it at the beginning of the live, Michelle. Okay, and then we're gonna need something to fill here. So this is a much smaller space to fill. Let's find something fun. Or maybe we'll just put some words over it. Let's go ahead and nail that down and see if maybe we can find a word or something to fill the gap. He is too thin. Aw, thank you. I showed off all the metallic-y colors, all the fun we're going to have on Sunday when we work on the rollatini or jelly plate. We're working on the rollatini right now. This is our collage roll. Just using some images we would otherwise probably throw away. And make something fun and new out of old things. So let's see about. Now, before I decide what I want to fill that space, we're going to take it down here a little bit. Because I do want to put this in here, so I want to put it like kind of right in the, not at the top or the bottom, and then we'll work around it. I do not, however, want to cover up that tree, so let's roll a little more of that out, and then we'll bring it back a little bit to put words on. Because I really want it to be more down here. Okay, so before I glue that down, let's find some other things to make sure that we have spaces filled. You toe the cholesterol line. He has genetic high numbers. Yep, that's true. We're all just doing the best we can. Okay, so there's a cute baby that I think I want to put in here. So maybe we want to actually give that a top edge. Let's just cut. No, I don't think we're going to do that. I don't like where it's going to cut the lady's face off. So at the very top, we will, let's find some of that jelly print. Put a little bit of the orange up there. And for that, we do actually need to just put a straight line on there. There we go. And that line can go right up against the edge at the top. So we got stuff happening. You take fish oil and eat the donut. I just eat the donut and hope for the best. Okay, that's the death of that glue stick. We'll get another one. Oops, I forgot to cut the edge off this. Okay. Oops. There we go. Now, roll that back a little bit. And put that baby on there. Perfect. And we'll put it like that. Yeah. It makes you nauseous. Somebody recommended fish oil to me, but I have never taken it. I take D3 and vitamin B, a couple of iron supplements. I used to take more, but I can't afford them anymore. So I just stick with the handful every morning that have helped me through the worst of times. And figure eventually everything will work itself out. That's my theory anyway. There's a hair stuck on my face. There's a snake in my boot. Okay. Now we need nice words for right there. We had some in the back. Grapefruit, not the word I'm looking for. But what about extraordinary? Yeah. I hope this is going to be enough. Okay, so let's roll it up just a little bit more. That's just going to fit in the space we have. Let me grab another glue stick. You guys will be... I just got to walk over to the door and back. At which point I will open the door because it is now very warm in here. Because the door somehow closed itself. Okay, we got a glue stick. 2 glue sticks. And a fan. There's a fan out there and it's blowing in. We'll turn this one up a notch. Oh. Okay. It's time for glue sticking. Let's see. Oh, I like to eat flaxseed in my oatmeal. Yeah. I get this pumpkin and flaxseed granola at the Winco. Delicious. And it seems to help. I may have to just get some flaxseed to mix in or a supplement of some kind, because right now I can't afford to buy it. But I do like to take the flaxseed. Is very nice. It's helpful for a bunch. It helps my psoriasis, among other things. He said he wanted to live fast, die young, and leave a good-looking corpse. Okay, so that's not bad. We got some nice stuff going on here. So let's roll it this way a little bit. We're making progress. We got a little bit right here that needs to be glued down with our glue stick. Okay. All right. Okay, so where did the glass of stuff go? Right here. And I think we're okay pushing it right there, but we are going to need something down here. So what do we want to do right there? I think we'll go with this part of this Taco Bell bag right here. Hold the phone. I got to cut off the edge. Okay. So let's see. Let's tear off that edge right there. And a little bit down here. And that should help us cover what we need covered. Yep, I think so. It's about right in there. Yeah. He's good. If you can't impress, be a fine example. I guess on the carb front, I should mention that we also had French toast for breakfast, which I made. I did the breakfast. I'm trying to get Mike to eat more than once a day. He's a challenge. Because he's a stubborn man. And also not a morning person. Okay. I'm just going to always spell it or say it wrong. Rondell. That's what I thought it was. That's how it's spelled. But they want to turn it into something they're familiar with, you know, like Randall or... My name gets spelled wrong all the time. I don't even worry about it anymore. If it looks reasonably okay and it's not a legal document, I'm not worried about it. At the end, we measure it. We poke a little fun at it, and then we cut it up into page sizes for journals. It's going to be pages for glue books, and this one's backed on this painter's paper, so it'll probably be for a righty journal with pictures built in, just for funsies. Honestly, I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and if I wind up with a bunch of journals for myself, then that's what I get. If you give me a minute, I'll get up and get the other pages to show you what we did with the other one. Just let me find something for this spot. Let me find a thing. A fun thing to put in there. What do we like for this spot? Because we have so many choices. Too big. Too small. Not quite big enough. What about love it or lose it? I think maybe we could. Let's see if I tear this part off. Yeah, because I already cut apart the pages off the old one. Okay, let me just pull a little bit off the top of this too. No straight edges. This may be what brains it for us. Before I realized I wanted to use this in the Rollatini, I had cut it into a square. And nope, that'll work. Love it or lose it. There it goes. Okay, let's go ahead and glue that down. Okay. This is all just kind of about having fun. Not really stressing about things, I left a little space there, but that's okay. When I moved to Erie in the middle of school, strangely, I had less issues with it. Yeah, it's harder when you're younger and it feels like you're being picked on even if you're not. But also, that's okay. We all know the phones and the autocorrect. Okay, let me grab those pages. They're over there. I see them. Let me just grab them. I'll also throw away some of this trash. I got a little pile going on over here. Tiny scraps that I am not going to use. There's a limit. I don't keep all the bitty bits. I have boxes of stuff everywhere. I already have boxes of stuff everywhere. Okay. Okay, so give me a second here. Ooh, that was fun. So I'm gonna roll this a little bit so that you can see. So that's how big our roll is right now, approximately. Let me get live on my own live so I can see how we're doing over here. So, So that's about how big it is now. And ours was bigger than that. This is not even as big as ours was just yet. Although it's, you know, it's making some progress. So it was probably, what do you guys think? Maybe, because it was more tightly wound. This isn't as tightly wound. But we got to the end of July to go. So hopefully this roll holds out, or we'll have to go buy another one and glue them together. So it's getting pretty big. And the other one was ginormous, 67 feet, right? Okay, so I'm going to move that out of the way for a second. So this stuff was all on a roll. Let me get it going. This one's upside down no matter how I do it. Sometimes you just wind up with upside down shit. So you can see the other one, because it wasn't backed, it grew and it shrank quite a bit. So we got a lot of different page sizes. But you can see, so I measured them out, and these are double-sided because it wasn't backed with anything. I just glued stuff to other stuff. Oh, feel free. I can get you the link if you want and send it to you for the original one that Bonnie and Clive made out of just junk mail stuffs and old school papers and, you know, just all kinds of stuff that's considered trash. So you can see, we just went through and we included book pages, leftover digis, all different thicknesses of magazines and whatnot. And a lot of these are so they'll wind up as pages in glue books or personal journals or whatever, you know. The idea was just to use stuff up and create pages out of it. There's a little bit of line paper on this one. Oops. And we did wind up with upside down stuff. It happens. Nobody's perfect. I have two evil serial killers. Oh, funny. The gecko Geico. The Geico gecko. This is upside down. So yeah, we occasionally wound up with stuff upside down and sideways. I didn't really do much sideways, but I'll probably start adding some in maybe. Just for interest, you know. This one goes this way, but that's upside down. We had some problems at the beginning keeping stuff upright. Right? It's just not finished if you don't have a... And we did, you know, this is part of a fast food bag. One of Elsa's favorite places is Jack in the Box, where she sings the Tiny Taco song. There's from the Little Mummy book, and this is out of... I had a lot of leftover pages when I made the Halloween glue books. Oh, look at that. We found a spot we need to fix. Always finding something. So these will go in the big glue books I make. I knew I needed to go back through here one more time. Some Halloween stuff. This is from a 70s magazine. But we got like 41 pages out of it. There's a stick-on spider. Corn on the cob. He's the little kid. I need to edit. There's a jelly print. That's some of my paper. That's from one of those Las Vegas magazines. There's food. That was an article about the guy who played Gilligan, who was, I think he was in some kind of political position. There's another, there's a Taco Bell one. And then I think somebody suggested selling some of the pages, but I don't know that, you know, it's a good idea in theory, but not if there's no, if nobody would want it. Because it's very thin. But if you're going to use it in a glue book, you know, my thought was, then it will be twice as thick, you know. Some kind of guy band thing. Oh, and there. Oh. So it goes this way. 70s looking girls. Yeah, I think you should. Carla, I don't think, let me give you some panties. I think you're trying to put in a link and it's not coming through. I don't know why it does that. Because you're on the list of trusted users, so you should be able to post links. So I'm just going to do it briefly. I won't make you a moderator forever. Because I know you know, I don't want to impose on anybody's time. But if you're trying to post a link, you'll be able to do now. And also, Malia did one. I just watched it. She finished hers up, but see, there's a Halloween digi. And the Christmas blizzard. It's just fun. And for pages like out of a book, you know, you get that one page that's like the title and it's blank. We did bingo daubers. We swiped them with paint. We spritzed them. We have jelly printed on them. Just, you know, so that it's not boring and white. But there's nothing wrong with boring and white either. You know, you're going to glue over it anyway. I figured this way, if somebody really liked it. Look at, there's our, see, I would leave that if I was going to glue in here. Because he's just fun. He's a dancing giraffe. He's getting his groove on. There are some receipts from Etsy in here, you know, bits and pieces of them. Oops, we missed a spot right here. Hold on. So, yeah, somebody suggested selling them, but I don't know that there's a market for that. Otherwise, I would because, you know, I'm a selling hoe. They're lookalikes. It's not the Beatles. It's from a recent magazine. It was, I think it was some kind of K-pop thing where they made them look like the Beatles. It was in one of the fashion magazines that I got to love this right here. Look at there's a little alien right there. The crazy werewolf. There's just so much fun stuff going on in here. So that's what we did with the first one. Just the fun stuffs. And that's how many pages we got out of all that after we trimmed it up and everything. Now, this other one will be less work to trim because it's all one length because I put it on the paper roll. It's also going to be a little thicker. But you don't have to back it. Bonnie and Clyde did not back hers, and neither did Malia. Although she did go back with some book pages for some books that she did wasn't able to sell through her shop or her live sales, and she reinforced some of the seams just to give it a little more thickness, so that it would, you know, not fall apart. Because some of those magazines, you get a little bit of Woman's Day or something in there. And those are thin magazines, is all I'm saying. But it's totally a fun way. If you've got lots of leftovers, no matter what they are, You probably want to keep a uniformity in the thick and thinness. You don't want to put like really thick pages with super thin pages. So, in a Fatty Patty glue book. Nice, Amber. I like it. Let me see. I just watched hers recently. So let me see if I can, that way you can see two different people. Now, they both did theirs out of junk. I think I'm the only one doing it out of my leftover magazine pages because I harvest a lot of stuff. But I just watched Malia's like a couple of days ago, and I haven't really watched too much else, so it should be easy to find. I was just poking through her stuff. She's a nice lady. I like to see what she hauls. She gets amazing things. So let's go into my history. Okay. Okay, so here it is. It's kind of long, so if you're going to watch it, you might want to do the fast forwardy thing. I don't know how you feel about watching long videos. But I watched the whole thing because I was doing something else. Okay, Control C. Back to my live. Where am I? I'm over here. Hold, please. Oh, yeah, we got a tree over there. I'm just waiting for it to come back up. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is for lovely Malia, and that's her collage roll. There's her. Oh, it's not going to do it. It's super long. Hold on. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh, now you're going to be a jerk about it. Hold on. Really? Must not have copied the link. Let me grab that again. Where did that go? There's hers. So we get two. You have 4 rolls already. We used to see this Beatles tribute band called Me and My Monkey. The guy who played the drums wore a mop wig like Ringo. At the end of the night, he'd pull off the wig and he was cue ball bald. Nice. Did I miss somebody coming in? I'm in live chat. Hey, Athena, how you doing? Whoa, everything's floating around. Woo. How is your evening? Lovely to see you. Okay, so I think we're going to put that right there. But first we need something down here. Now what I do with all my... Oh, I moved my stuff over here. Now that we went off on that tangent, which is always fun, it's good to, just go off on the side a little bit and do some things. Makes it fun for everybody. Okay. Oh, also we should check out how long we've been on. I haven't been paying attention at all. I'm just babbling away. 2 hours. Oh my God. Ermagerd. Okay, so we're going to glue this piece down and we're going to stop right there. We don't usually do 2 hours on a late night. Because the East Coasters, that's it's 10 here, 10:05, 11:05, 12:05, 1:05. So for you East Coasters, it's quite late. But I will be on live again tomorrow, and tomorrow we are doing something in a envelope journal. Unless you guys want to do more collage roll or you want to see another magazine harvest. Think about it for a minute and let me know while I wrap this up. Because I'm going to put this stuff back over here. All my ginormous pile I've been working on. And then, while you guys are thinking about that, I will. We're going to show what we. Just get it. So let's look at what we got done today. So this is our last piece. And let's go look for our first piece. I'm going to go ahead and close that. There's our iguana. Dun, dun, dun. Same time, same bat channel. 8:15, because Rosemary's on tomorrow. On Wednesday and Thursday when she's on, I do follow her instead of trying to compete with her, because that's how women should support each other whenever they can. I can't make, I can't put my time off for everybody, but I didn't realize when I originally picked those days that, that was her standard time to be doing her. We went too far. We had happiness. It's happiness. This is where we started right here. We started with these images right in here with our jump roping ladies and our stone face, our iguana, our little cabin in the woods. Not a lot done today, but I had fun doing it. And I got to chat with you guys, which is always fun and enjoyable. And there we are, back to the end. Woo-woo! Hand painting. Envelope journal. George Washington looked like he's a Lego. So all kinds of fun stuff in here today. Yay! And booze. And babies. And deserts. And there's a tree. So, all right. So it'll be magazine journal tomorrow. We have a vote. And that's where it's taking us. I may do a little bit more because I have all that stuff out already. But we're going to call it a night for tonight. I hope to see some of you guys tomorrow if you are available. I will be on at 8:15 my time. That's 9, 10, 11, 11, and 11:15 across the United States. You're welcome, Janice. Thanks for coming in and spending a little time with us. Love you, lady. All right, the envelope junk journals get the vote. We're gonna work probably on the one made out of jelly prints. Jelly, jelly, jelly. Good night, Amber. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. Bye, 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 bye. 11:15 p.m. Yeah, because I go 8:15 p.m. my time, which is 9, 10, and 11:15 p.m. across the country. So, bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. The end. Good night, Carla and Michelle and Amber and Janice and Roseanne. And all you lurkers out there and anybody else that I might have missed. Woo! The end. Oh, yes. 8:15 our time. 8:15. I always give a 15-minute potty break after the end of Rosemary's.